Get ready for the headlines because the automotive world is shaking up. We start with the struggle for approval. UK car buyers are facing major hurdles getting insurance coverage for electric and hybrid vehicles from Chinese brands. We look at how the Jaecoo 7, the BYD Seal U, the XPeng G6, and the Skywell BE11 are navigating the insurance landscape, and find out which models are proving the toughest to insure and how the cost gap is playing out against established rivals like the Volkswagen Tiguan and the Toyota RAV4. Hitting a record high. We examine how Tesla remains the leader, the strong performance of Ford, and the accelerating momentum in the used EV market as affordability pressures reshape the landscape. Finally, we look at the luxury compact SUV segment where the competition is heating up. The all-new 2027 Volvo EX60 is set to challenge German rivals with aggressive pricing. We break down the specs and pricing for the P6 RWD+, the P10 AWD+, and the top-tier P10 AWD Ultra to see exactly how this Swedish contender stacks up against the XC60 plug-in hybrid and other premium electric SUVs. And don't miss our full breakdown right after this. UK car buyers are encountering significant hurdles securing insurance approval for electric and hybrid vehicles from Chinese manufacturers, a finding highlighted by a recent survey conducted by the auto sales platform Carwow. The research reveals that UK insurers are notably more hesitant to cover vehicles from Chinese brands compared to established European manufacturers, coinciding with the rapid expansion of these brands in British showrooms. The market shift is evident in strong sales figures for Chinese EVs. The Jaecoo 7, a hybrid SUV from Chery's Motor and Jaecoo, was the UK's best-selling new vehicle in March, registering over 10,000 units. BYD, the world's largest new energy vehicle maker, has more than quintupled its UK sales since entering the market in 2023, while XPeng also launched its G6 SUV in early 2025. Carwow's late February survey tested 8 Chinese models, including the Jaecoo 7, XPeng G6, BYD Seal U, and Skywell BE11, against 4 established models from brands like Volkswagen and Toyota. The results demonstrated a pronounced insurance gap. The Skywell BE11 proved the most challenging, with 9 out of 10 insurers unable to provide a quote. For the best-selling Jaecoo 7, half of the insurers declined to quote, and the average premium offered by those who did was significantly higher than that for the Volkswagen Tiguan. Specific cost comparisons showed that while Chinese models often undercut rivals on purchase price, insurance premiums sometimes narrow or eliminate these savings. For instance, the Jaecoo 7's higher insurance cost was nearly offset by a lower lease price, suggesting better overall value in some scenarios. BYD's Seal UDMI emerged as a strong value proposition, being both cheaper to purchase and to insure than the Toyota RAV4 in the survey. Insurers cited concerns over limited claims history, uncertain repair costs, and underdeveloped parts supply chains as primary reasons for caution. Some insurers, like AXA, have declined quotes, citing a lack of sufficient data for newer brands. This challenge is not unique, as insurers faced similar issues when Japanese and South Korean brands first entered the UK market. Despite these barriers, the trend suggests improvement. Amoda and Jaecoo's head of product acknowledged the challenges, but confirmed an expert team is working to reduce insurance costs. As Chinese manufacturers solidify their presence, industry experts anticipate that insurance availability and pricing will improve. Vehicle sales in the UK saw a nearly 25% rise in April year-over-year, with Chinese brands registering substantial increases, signaling a growing market that should eventually ease insurance complexities. Proterra has announced a significant enhancement to its Onyx modular battery platform, introducing an option for US-sourced cells. Shipments of this updated platform are slated to begin in the first quarter of 2027, with orders currently being accepted. This strategic move is a direct response to increasingly stringent Buy America and Build America procurement requirements, coupled with growing demand from original equipment manufacturers, OEMs, for domestic content assurance amid volatile geopolitical conditions affecting battery material sourcing. Proterra states that this initiative, which includes the U.S. cell option alongside further sourcing adjustments for pack components and internal subsystems, is projected to boost American content within the Onyx platform by more than 600%, although the exact baseline figure was not disclosed. Proterra manufactures its battery packs at its Greer, South Carolina facility and maintains a technology center in Burlingame, California. The Onyx platform is specifically designed for commercial vehicle and heavy-duty equipment OEMs. Chris Bailey, CEO of Proterra, commented on the decision, stating, "The market is asking for greater supply chain certainty and stronger domestic content. We're answering." Proterra has not yet specified the manufacturer from whom the U.S. cells will be sourced. The company's efforts underscore a broader trend toward onshoring within the battery supply chain. The electric vehicle market experienced a cooling trend in April, as new vehicle demand softened, while the used EV segment demonstrated robust resilience. New electric vehicle sales for April totaled an estimated 76,889 units, reflecting a significant 23.1% year-over-year decline and a 6.2% drop from March. Electric vehicles accounted for 5.6% of total new vehicle sales, a slight dip driven by broader automotive demand weakness. Buyers continued to lean toward hybrids and efficient gasoline vehicles, suggesting a gradual rather than explosive adoption curve for fully electric models, despite ongoing focus on fuel efficiency due to higher gas prices. Market leadership remained firmly with Tesla, which sold 37,550 units, maintaining the top position with a 48.8% market share. Chevrolet, Hyundai, Ford, and Cadillac were the strongest performers behind Tesla, with Ford notably showing a 23.9% monthly increase, partially mitigating weakness in other segments. In stark contrast to new vehicle softness, the used EV market showed significant momentum. Used EV sales reached 42,080 units in April, marking a 16.7% year-over-year increase and a 3% month-over-month rise, pushing the used EV market share to a record 2.8%. This growth is fueled by improving inventory availability and a rising influx of off-lease EVs into the secondary market. Inventory conditions across the market are tightening. New EV days, supply fell to 79 days in April, a decline of over 20% year-over-year, signaling the easing of previous oversupply pressures. Used EV inventory tightened even more sharply, with days, supply dropping to just 32 days, a 31.8% year-over-year reduction, placing it below the broader ICE plus used vehicle segment for the second consecutive month. Pricing trends showed nuance. The average transaction price, ATP, for a new EV reached $55,211, up 1.4% month-over-month, but down 4.9% year-over-year. This increase was primarily driven by a shift toward higher-priced models rather than broad inflation. Tesla's high sales volume significantly influenced overall pricing, widening the EV price premium over ICE plus vehicles to approximately $6,214. Used EV pricing also strengthened modestly, with average listing prices hitting $35,895, up 4.2% month-over-month, marking the first positive annual reading since mid-2025 and indicating stabilizing resale values. This segment also saw a modest premium over ICE Plus vehicles, widening slightly to $1,096. Overall, April's data points to a maturing EV market transitioning toward stable growth. While new EV sales are expected to remain volatile due to broader market softness and shifting incentives, tightening supply conditions suggest that oversupply concerns are receding. The used EV segment is poised to remain the most resilient area, supported by expanding model availability and faster turnover rates expected to sustain momentum through 2026. The compact electric luxury SUV segment is intensifying with new offerings from major manufacturers, placing the all-new 2027 Volvo EX60 under significant pressure as initial sales ramp up ahead of summer deliveries. Volvo has finally disclosed pricing for the 2027 X60, signaling a competitive strategy aimed at challenging established German rivals. The entry point for the model is the P6 RWD Plus, featuring a single-motor, rear-wheel drive configuration producing 369 horsepower and 354 lb-ft of torque, achieving a 0-60 mph time of 5.7 seconds. This base model is equipped with an 83 kWh battery, offering up to 307 miles of range, and features a 15-inch infotainment touchscreen running Volvo's Google built-in software, an 11.4-inch digital instrument cluster, a 21-speaker Bose sound system, a panoramic roof, and the Pilot Assist safety suite. Pricing positions the X60 aggressively. The P6 RWD Plus starts at $59,795, directly undercutting the manufacturer's suggested retail price, MSRP, of $62,545 for the competing XC60 plug-in hybrid. For comparison, the XC60 PHEV's core trim includes features like a panoramic roof and wireless charging, but lacks advanced AI integration. Upgrading to the P6 RWD Ultra trim adds significant luxury, including perforated Napa leather seating, ventilated front seats, a 28-speaker Bowers & Wilkins premium sound system, and an electrochromic panoramic roof, bringing the starting price to $66,395. The P10 AWD Plus variant introduces dual-motor all-wheel drive, delivering 503 HP and 424 lb-ft of torque, with an estimated range of 322 miles on the larger 95 kWh battery pack. Priced at $62,145, the P10 AWD Plus emerges as the strongest value proposition, priced just $2,350 above the base P6 RWD Plus. Market comparisons further highlight the X60's competitiveness. It is priced below the BMW iX350 xDrive at $62,850, the Audi Q6 e-tron Premium Quattro at $65,795, and the Porsche Macan 4 Electric at $86,350. The top-tier P10 AWD Ultra, combining the performance and luxury features of the Ultra trim, is priced at $68,745. Looking ahead, the lineup expands with the XC60 P12 AWD, set to arrive in late 2026, boasting a massive 117 kWh battery pack for up to 400 miles of range. Depending on the trim level, this model could start near $65,000 or as high as $70,000 for the Ultra variant. Finally, a cross-country variant, featuring a lift and standard air suspension, is slated for the 2028 model year, with pricing expected to begin around the $65,000 mark. Current models are available for order now, with deliveries commencing in late summer 2026.